Out at 5 with a look outside. Punxsutawney Phil may have predicted 6 more weeks of winter, but we really haven't seen winter this year, so it clearly doesn't apply here. Another unseasonably warm day to start the week.
But there could be some relief coming tomorrow, depending on how you spell relief or care about relief. Meteorologist Kathy Sabin is here. And Kathy, is it true that Punxsutawney Phil only really predicts for the East Coast, not really for us?
I don't know. Some of us feel like he predicts for all of us. I think it just depends upon your viewpoint. But of course, we have Flatiron Freddy here, although Phil is alive. You know, I don't know.
Freddy is always looking spiffy.
Right? It's so spiffy. And he does the curling thing. I love that they do the curling with him. Anyway, that's a whole other segment. Let's talk about the weather because Phil alluded to the chance that we might have a little bit of rain and snow this week. He is correct. Little is the operative word. The sun is setting on a mild Monday. New month, new weather pattern, not so much. But tomorrow, the mountains could be looking at a few snow showers. Denver sitting with temperatures in the 50s, even as the sun has set. It's about 5 degrees above average. Not a lot of wind, always happy when we can say that. The cloud shield starting to erode, starting to push away. We have a fast-moving weather system coming in from the northwest tomorrow, and that means a chance for some light snow showers in the mountains, maybe a rain shower in Denver, which is weird for February, and maybe a rain or snow shower off and on tomorrow evening into Wednesday morning. What we have to watch for are some of these little snow bands, and they're tough to forecast, but if you're underneath one of these, which appears to be south and east of Denver, you could get a quick ½ to inch of snow. That potential is there. Doesn't look like a highly impactful storm, but we will welcome the moisture in the form of rain and snow any way we can get it. So we're going to be tracking some changes in the next 24 hours. Enjoy tonight. Beautiful evening out there. Coming up, we're going to detail the incoming Tuesday storm and the mountain snow forecast.
Investigators found suspected drugs in the pocket of a man accused of causing a deadly crash Friday night in Aurora. A 1-year-old child was seriously hurt in that crash at North Peoria Street and 13th Avenue.
A bag recovered from the suspect's pants, we're told, contained white rocky residue. That's according to court documents. Kevin Vaughn from 9 News Investigates joins us now. And Kevin, they found possible drugs, but they're not sure if he was under the influence when this crash happened.
Yeah, Phil and Kim, that's a question that has not been formally answered. Investigators did find beer cans inside the vehicle and those suspected drugs. Now they await the results of a blood test. The violent collision occurred a little after 8 Friday night when a Chevy Trailblazer ran through a red light and smashed into a Volvo. According to court documents, the Volvo had a green light. The 41-year-old man driving that car died a short time later at a hospital. A 1-year-old child in the car was seriously hurt. The man suspected of driving the Trailblazer walked away before police arrived, then ran as he realized witnesses to the wreck were following him. Police located and arrested 19-year-old Jonathan Garcia about 25 minutes later. He's behind bars on suspicion of leaving the scene of a deadly crash, vehicular homicide, and reckless driving. Police identified the man who died as Randy Hernandez. The identity and condition of the child have not yet been made public. In the meantime, Jonathan Garcia is set to appear in court Thursday morning. It's expected that formal criminal charges will be filed then. Live in the newsroom, Kevin Vaughn, 9 News.
All right, thank you, Kevin.
Police are still searching for a man accused of kidnapping a woman in Fort Collins and then leading officers on a chase that ended with a crash at a Broomfield home. Police say the suspect kidnapped a woman he knew in Fort Collins, then drove off while armed with a gun. Just before 9 p.m., deputies spotted the vehicle in Platteville, sparking a chase that stretched into Broomfield. Short time later, Ring doorbell video shows officers pursuing that driver through the Anthem neighborhood. He eventually crashed through a fence and into a home. We spoke to a neighbor who was nearby.
All of a sudden, just this loud, and we all jumped up and rushed to the sliding glass door and ran outside. Yeah. Not sure, what was going on, but it was really, and then it was just kind of a blur.
The suspect ran from the crash scene, prompting a shelter in place for nearby residents. Law enforcement searched that area with drones and helicopters. The man still hasn't been found, but he's believed to be out of that area. Police say the kidnapped woman was taken to a hospital and is now safe.
Answers about a massive outage that cut power to nearly 200,000 Xcel and Core Electric customers yesterday are slowly trickling in. A transformer failure knocked out power to thousands of customers. Even though it was Xcel's equipment, Core Electric was impacted because Power was out on transmission lines Core relies on. Excel says power was restored within 3 hours after the first outage was reported. The outage also impacted DIA and RTD lines. Our Marshall Zellinger is working on how the power stopped in so many places. That's tonight at 6 on Next.
Summer climbing will be put on hold in Boulder County after the U.S. Forest Service closes some areas to protect nesting raptors. The order closes about 177 acres in the Boulder Ranger District of the Arapahoe and Roosevelt National Forests. People will not be able to visit Eagle Rock and Blob Rock just east of Boulder Canyon Drive. Vampire Rock and Black Widow Slab will also be closed. The Forest Service says the purpose is to prevent visitors from disturbing the nesting raptors. The closure runs between February 1st and August 1st.
Denver police are looking for a man they say assaulted a woman last month near Wash Park. DPD released video and photos of the suspect. They say the attack happened January 7th on South Grant Street. This is a few blocks from Wash Park. Police say a person stepped in to help the victim. Weeks later, there was a second attack near the intersection of South Grant Street and East Ellsworth Avenue. Police say a man attacked a woman running in the area. She fought back until the suspect ran off. Police are not sure if the suspect is from the same first assault.
A bus transit project in Fort Collins is now on pause after the Trump administration canceled nearly $11 million of federal funding. This is according to our partners at the Coloradan. The West Elizabeth Bus Rapid Transit Project has been in the works now for nearly a decade. It looks to connect CSU's Main and Foothills campuses to other hubs in the city. The project depended on a grant from the Transportation Department awarded to the city. The Colorado Sun found the grant is among 5 federal grants affected by cuts made by the Trump administration back in December. It was also expected to fund another transit project in the city.